Well, we've started a new month, and of course we did that on Friday, but for all the related things we have to talk about, I have to say that we always need to be grateful each minute of the day for being alive. There's somebody who is at the hospital this morning, on the hospital bed this morning, or somebody who is just taken ill, or somebody who is just passed. The ability for all of us to recognize that we're on earth to fulfill a certain destiny also means that we're on this earth because of a certain purpose, but for a certain reason. And for all of us to acknowledge that we're here because of God's gratefulness and mercies and grace, a better means of opening up ourselves, creating better opportunities for people, and also encourage others around us to be more fruitful than we are. Our ability to be able to motivate others, our ability to be able to challenge others, our ability to be able to help others in a different state than we are in, makes us who we are as human beings, but also enables us to improve all of everybody around us and create a better society. Thank you for joining us for the show. For the next 3 hours, we have all the platforms available for you. I'll start with WhatsApp. We have the number 0540 10 909 for you to always communicate with us. Let us know what you think. More so, let us know all the good things that are happening in and around your community, but also the bad things as well, so that we all could give great optimum communication to all these, so that we all get good attention. This morning, Facebook is always available for you. JoyNews on TV has a related handle on Twitter, and then you can also watch us live through my Online TV. This morning also, the new educational curriculum introduced in September this year seemed to be encountering some challenges. And the curriculum, according to the Ministry of Education, upon its introduction, is expected or is focusing on the total development of the child and not an examination-focus-based curriculum, and also to discourage learning by just the rotes, and also known as a phenomenon we've said to be chew and pour, pass and just forget. Now, months into its implementation, there are no approved textbooks. We all do know that. However, we know that the NACA, that is the National Council for Curricular and Assessment, which supervises the putting together or the formulation of the whole curriculum and its implementation, has not approved any textbooks at all for the current academic year. However, they've noted that it looks like some approval processes are ongoing for textbooks to be used by some schools, some teachers, some heads, some directors, etc. And they're giving the warning. No textbooks so far have been approved for teaching and learning. What has been approved is the curriculum, the teaching guidelines. How are teachers able to teach pupils without the requisite textbooks, even though they have the teaching guidelines? We understand that teachers have also been given these packs to aid them, but, well, is that enough? So today we're putting all the issues into better perspective. As we talk to the Ministry of Education, the National Association of Teachers, and then an educationist and relevant stakeholders, including parents and the pupils themselves. While all this is ongoing, as being led by the Ministry of Education, well, Nigeria's borders at Seme have been closed to its neighbors, not only Benin, but also other neighbors like Togo, subsequently Ghana, and the rest of the countries in the sub-region. Gifty and Apia, the whole of last week was there, brought to us later. But there are indications that there seem to be the decision by the Nigerian authorities to extend the border closures to January 2020. Is that the way to go? And is that why we are getting some reaction from the Ghana Union of Traders Association right here in Ghana, who could likely intensify their protests for the ridding of foreigners in local trading? So we'll be speaking to Ben Yeboah. He's the National Welfare Officer for Guta. He's joining us for breakfast. Well, if you're one of those traders, you feel that you've been marginalized, your space has been taken over by foreigners, even though we have the GIPT law, which is indicating that foreigners should not wade into local think. Moving on, water and sanitation as well as related hygiene issues coming up, because our analysts are asking government to set up a national sanitation authority to augment the work of the sanitation ministry. And this, in all, is expected to intensify the commitment of Ghana to fight related issues of insanitary conditions. And you know that here at JoyNews, we have embarked on the Joy Clean Ghana campaign, which has resulted in the Accra Metropolitan Assembly and its enforcement officers ensuring that residents, and especially those who live in those insanitary conditions, are able to heed to calls for their environment to be clean. But how do we put all this into perspective, especially the advocacy for the establishment of a sanitation authority? What does it mean? Would it improve all the related issues we're talking about sanitation? So look, comprehensively, we're here to bring you the best breakfast this morning. We'll bring you the latest news headlines, the latest sports story. Forget about Manchester United, even though in the League Cup they beat Chelsea midweek. We're beaten by Bournemouth. Look, we have these and other related EPL results, as well as the match result from that Kotoko encounter in that African Continental Cup match, which they didn't do too well. But forget about Kotoko. Kotoko is a good team, and I'm always standing behind them.